Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Let's take a seat. I like to crisscross my legs, one in front of the other, and then sit up tall and let's roll our shoulders around a little bit, one way and then the other. Oh. Really getting in there and making any weird, funky movements that you need. And take a big breath, a big inhale, and a big exhale. And do that again. Take a big breath, inhale, and a big exhale. And we'll start with some warming breath this morning called Kapalabhati or skull shining breath. The way that works is you're going to take one big inhale, and then you're going to exhale, drawing the belly button in through the exhale out the nose. And let that go. Take a big breath, inhale, and exhale. Let's just sit with that for a moment. And then a rapid breath, kind of like a dog panting. And then let that go. And then alternate nostril breath. We're going to use our dominant hand, closing one nostril, inhaling through the left, pausing, switching and exhaling out the other nostril. Inhaling. Switching and exhaling. Again, inhaling. Switching and exhaling. Inhaling. Switching and exhaling. And then doing that on your own a few times. And releasing the hands in the lap and receiving the breath. Inhaling, reaching the hands up over your head, palms to touch. Sliding the hands in towards the heart. With infinite gratitude, thank you for being here. Om Namah Shivaya. And blessings, Divine Mother and Father, omnipresent, the one with 10,000 names and the one with no name. To all of our guides, our angels, animal totems. To our highest selves, to the light and to the dark. Aho, Ashe, Shalom, Shalom, Shanti, 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 Sat Nam, and Namaste. Bringing the hands to the heart or on your body, setting your intention today. What is that you need in your heart? Om Mani Padme Om. What jewel is inside your heart today? And then tuning into the collective consciousness, setting our intentions that this practice helps all being be peaceful and happy and free. May all beings be peaceful and happy and free. And then we say, and so it is, and it is so. And so it is, and it is so. And so it is, and it is so. And gently fluttering our eyes open. Let's extend our legs out in front of us and roll those ankles around on the side. So roll your ankles around. And remember, sitting on something is almost always recommended. You can even just fold your mat or put a blanket underneath there. That'll help you sit up tall in the spine. Rolling these ankles again around one way and then the other way. And then bending one knee, bringing one foot in towards that thigh for Janu Sirsasana. Inhale and reach these arms up. Exhale and forward fold. Nice and easy. Let's inhale and reach the arms up again. Exhale and forward fold. Inhaling and rolling up one more time. Exhaling and forward fold. Leave one hand down and reach the other arm up towards the sky. Let's do a couple big circles in here just to open these shoulders and hips. Oh, softening the jaw. Breathing into the heart. Oh, oh. Maybe changing directions with that arm. Maybe there's like, you want to reach forward or back, or there's like something that feels really good in there. Let yourself do that. Oh, ah. And then bringing that hand down, let's switch sides. Reach the other arm up. Reaching it back and forth. Making big circles or rolling it around. Again, finding where it feels good. And if it feels good like that, do that. Let yourself just open. and find some natural mobility. Letting it feel really good. Teaching our bodies how to feel good and find pleasure. One more. And when you're ready, come into that forward fold again. Exhaling everything out. Remember that this knee can be bent. Inhale, let's roll it up. And let's put the foot on the floor and give it a hug. Sitting up tall and twisting it out. I'm going to hang on to this leg, and then I'm not going to lean into this arm back here. I'm just using this as a tether to help myself sit up really tall. If you want a little more, you could always bend that elbow behind you. A few big breaths. Big inhales and exhales. Just relaxing the shoulders and breathing into the belly and into the back. And then let's releasing that leg and bringing the other one in. Again, till Janu Sirsasana is what this is called, head to knee pose. So reach those arms up, exhale and forward fold, and do your best to kiss that knee. Again, it can be bent. Then inhale and roll it up. And exhale and reach it forward. Inhale and reach it up. Exhale and reach it forward. One more time for fun. Inhale and reach it up. Exhale and reach it forward. And leave one hand down. Reach the other one up. Reach it back and open. There's all kinds of ways to turn the palm up, to relax the arm, the hand, the palm. To make big stretches. To open and let it feel really good. And breathing ourselves awake into those ribs, into these lungs, feeling all this energy that we're gathering and releasing. Another breath or two until you feel complete. And then bringing that hand down and switching sides, reaching the other arm out. Again, stretching, moving it around, lengthening. One way and the other, there's really no right or wrong way to do this. There's nothing to heal and nothing to fix. Just being. Just the way that we are. More breath here. And we'll release into this forward fold. Again, softening that knee. Then inhale and roll it up. We're going to bend this knee and bring it up, putting that foot on the floor. The same arm lifts that the same knee is bent, and then twisting it out. And staying really light on this hand back here, but lifting the heart and keeping those shoulders down away from your ears. Big breaths. Softening the jaw. Letting the spine do the work for you, breathing into the belly. One more breath. Then gently releasing, and then inhale, reach those legs out, flex and point those feet. One more breath. And then gently releasing. Let's bend those knees and come onto all fours. And all fours, we're going to do some cats and cows. with our knees underneath our hips and our hands underneath our shoulders, dropping the belly, lifting the heart. Exhaling and pushing back. Dropping the belly and lifting the heart. Exhaling and pushing back. One more time. Nice. And today we're going to work on our wrists. So what you're going to do is, it's probably better this way, is lift your hand up and put your fingertips on the floor, and then flip your hand so that your palm is up. Yep, your palm is up. Spread your fingers and see if you can get them on the floor. And then after that, you can begin to play with straightening this arm. Now, it's really not important. I don't want you to push it too hard, and I don't want too much pressure in the wrist. And if you get really lucky and your arm is straight, then you can play with turning the eye of the elbow forward and twisting this arm. This is actually called the radius bone, and we are rotating the radius. Again, those fingers are spread, back of the hand is on the earth. You can put as much pressure in it as you would like. Your fingers are turned towards your body. There you go. Breathe. And then here, sometimes I like to wiggle around a little bit because it feels good in my neck. And these are very gentle, very gentle. One more breath here, and then gently release that. Roll that wrist around a little bit. See, it doesn't take much. You can really feel it. So we'll switch. Again, I'm going to flip my wrist, spreading my fingers, putting them on the floor. And then noticing how to stretch that arm. And then seeing if that wants to rotate or not. Making some very gentle movements. It's yogi's choice about how much pressure you are putting in that wrist. So be very gentle again. And breathe. And one more breath here. And then releasing. Rolling this wrist around, playing with these fingers a little bit. We're going to bring our knees together and our feet together behind us. And we're going to push back and forth, stretching these feet out, being very gentle. And again, it's yogi's choice how much pressure you are putting in your feet. So some of us might really push back into it, and that might feel really good. Some of us might stay forward a little bit. It's really up to you. And listening to your body. And we'll hold for 3 big breaths. One more. And then we're going to release, and we're going to open our knees and open our feet nice and wide. And we're going to do the same thing, pushing back and forth into those feet. It is a different part of the foot, and different toes. There's a lot of connections in our feet. There's actually 26 bones in each foot. And it's 25% of the bones in your whole body are in your feet. It's a lot of bones. A lot of connections in there. A lot of information in there. So again, we're going to rock back and forth, and it's up to you, yogi's choice, how much pressure you put in them. And we're going to hold it for 3 breaths. And this could really look, there's a lot of different ways that this can look. Really up to you. Just invite you to breathe and invite that breath in. One more breath here. And then we're gently going to release, tap or roll those ankles around one way, on the other. Wiggle around in your cats and cows or do some big circles. And we're going to come down onto our forearms. Now, and then I often have to move those knees behind me because they get kind of close. And we'll do some cats and cows here, tucking the tail and the chin, and dropping the belly and lifting the heart. And rocking it back and forth. And then coming to the center. And then pull those knees in and push back into your child's pose, stretching those arms out, releasing the feet. And breathe. Big inhales and big exhales. And breathing into the back and breathing into the spine. One more breath here. Now we're going to inhale and roll up. We're going to open our knees apart. And we're going to slide our hands in between our knees and turn one cheek onto the floor. Now, if you need a blanket underneath, you could totally put a blanket underneath there. Like a little baby. Another big breath here. And then we're going to turn the head and turn the cheek the other way. Taking 5 big breaths. Last one, best one. And then gently curling ourselves up out of that. Coming up on all fours. I want you to extend one leg back behind you. Then you're going to push into the heel and release. Push into the heel and release. Push into the heel and release for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really stretching into that heel, feeling it in the calf. One more breath. And then letting it go. We're going to switch legs. Bring the other leg out and pushing into the heel and bringing it forward. Pushing it into the heel and bringing it forward. Pushing back and forth. 2 more times. And then pushing into that heel and holding it, really feeling it stretch out the back of the leg. And breathe. One more breath. And gently releasing. Then we're going to come to the center and reach one arm up. Really stretch it out. Roll that wrist around up there. And then thread the needle. And do that 2 more times. Inhale and reach that. Exhale and bring it underneath you. One more. Inhale and reach that. Exhale and underneath you. Relax that head, neck, and shoulders there. Softening into the hips, into the spine. I like to reach this other arm over my head. Sinking in, melting in. Feeling the spine open. Softening the jaw, softening the face. One more breath. When you're ready, sliding this hand in underneath your face, underneath that. And then inhaling and reaching it up. And then switching, bringing this down, and reaching the other arm up, rolling it around a little bit, exhaling and bringing it underneath you. And then up, and bringing it underneath you. And then up. One more time, bringing it underneath you and holding it here. Relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders. Again, I like to reach my arm up over my head. You might like it in front of your face. And you can also always use a blanket to support your head. Like that, yeah. Awesome. Keep breathing here. I'm gonna switch my ear pod. Aiden, will you go upstairs on my desk and get my ear pod? Thank you. Breathing. Another big breath here. And then we're going to slide this hand in. The hand is underneath the elbow. And then inhaling and float yourself up, reaching that arm up and stretch it out. And then bringing it down. Then onto all fours, you're going to open your knees and open your hands apart and wiggle your booty side to side. And then we're going to curl our toes. And we are going to push back into our down dog. So lift your bottom. And into your down dog. Lift a heel and push one down. And switch sides. And switch. And switch. Just walking this puppy out. Remember that those feet can be nice and far apart. That your hands, arms are nice and far apart. So you can relax your head in here. Roll it around and breathe. One more breath. Lifting the heels and pushing them down. Lifting the heels and pushing them down. Do that one more time. Lift your heels and push them down. Now lift your heels and bend your knees and stick your butt out. And then push your heels down. Lift them up and then bend those knees. back down onto the floor. Yes. Now we're going to extend one leg behind us and lift it up. And then step that foot in front. So it's hand, foot, hand here. And you might need to use some blocks. You might need to wiggle this foot forward. And you're going to bring it forward into your low lunge, but your knee is going to stay behind your toe. And then you're going to walk it back into your half split. And then bringing it forward and walking it back. We're going to do this like 108 times, so you don't even have to think about it. I'm just going to keep going. Again, wherever it feels good, like maybe you need to stay here, like, whoa, hello, hamstrings. Giving yourself permission into letting this feel really good for yourself. I like to inhale when I come forward in my low lunge and exhale when I walk it back. Again, those blocks, super helpful here. For 3, for 2, one more. You're going to come forward into this low lunge, bringing the hands to the inside of that foot. I want you to walk that foot out. So turn so you could see. So I'm walking this foot out to the edge and bringing my hands in. So I'm sinking now. Lifting the heart. You're really going to feel it stretch out this back thigh. And you're going to wiggle around in here. You could even come down onto your forearms if you have those blocks. You could come down onto those blocks. Yeah, I'm just wiggling it out. One more breath, really sinking in and letting gravity do the work for you. And then inhaling and coming up. And then just gently bringing this foot back. Wiggling it around. I'm going to get my blocks to show you what that looks like. But we're going to bring the other foot forward from all fours. Extending the leg behind and stepping it forward. So again, it's hand, foot, hand. And when I come forward, my knee is not past my toes. I'm going to shimmy this other leg behind you. Breathing, inhaling really long, and exhaling and walking it back. You just bring those blocks with you like they're extensions of your hands. And my arms are really long and my legs are really stretchy. So I could leave my hands there. Again, this is yogi's choice. There's really no wrong way to do this. What's most important, again, is that you're feeling stable through the center. And that you're breathing while you move. And move when you breathe. Staying focused on this present moment. Right here. Right now. for 3. Letting this be this moving meditation. For 2. And 1 more. And then we're going to bring our hands to the inside of this foot. And I'm going to walk that knee out to the side. I'll turn so you can see, walking this knee out to the side. Yep, and we're going to wiggle around in here. Again, I can come down. Maybe I'm using these blocks, massaging this thigh out behind me. Just letting this feel really good in here, sinking and using the gravity. Not putting too much weight in these hands or your wrists are going to get sore really fast. Yeah. Another breath or 2 here. When you're ready, go ahead and pull that back. Then let's let this go. Let's go ahead and roll back onto our backs and drawing our knees into our chest and giving ourselves a hug. Rolling it around one way and the other way. And dropping the knees over to one side into a twist, opening those arms, softening the jaw. Softening the spine, the back, and the belly. Softening the face. Softening the eyes. Softening the whole body. One more breath here. Like a big inhale to gather. Exhale to draw these knees in and let them come over to the other side. I'm going to relax those shoulders away from the ears. They really try to crawl themselves up there. Soften the jaw. Allowing the body to melt. One more breath. Big inhale and exhale. And then releasing and drawing the knees into the chest. And preparing ourselves for our Shavasana. You can stretch those legs out and turn your palms up and relaxing the shoulders. Or if you would like to, come up to sitting for your meditation. Nowhere to go and nothing to do. Just allowing a wave of peace to come over you like a soft blanket of unconditional love. Imagining this unconditional love pouring into you and pouring out of you. Feeling that conditional, that uninterrupted flow. And beginning to breathe in the longest, deepest breath. Like liquid gold has soothed your soul, brightened the future, and loved the past. Begin to gently awaken into the present moment, and finding your fingers and your toes, stretching your body out, opening that breath. Oh, when you're ready, Spirit will guide you to roll over onto your favorite side. And gently roll up if you're not already sitting up. Coming to sitting, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The beginning is the end, and the end is the beginning. Receiving this breath and receiving this moment. Bring the hands up, palms to touch. Exhaling and bringing the hands in towards the heart and with the corners of the mouth up towards the ears. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shanti, 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 Shanti. May peace be with you. May peace be with thee. Peace be with thee. Peace be with thee. And from my heart to yours, we say, and so it is, and it is so, and so it is, and it is so, and so it is, and it is so. Have the best day ever, my loves. You're so worth it.